What's up? I think this is going. Let's see. Let's go over here. This is my first stream. I want to look at PCB design. Pretty much going over uh, just a little project that me and a couple guys are making. It's sort of a battery powered, perhaps. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be battery powered, but a sort of a tracker module that's able to connect over the ODB connector. Um, yeah, the ODB connector for automotive, right? And able to send location data over a modem, right? Over LTE, that sort of thing. And from there, we're going to have a microcontroller, this ESP32, just pretty much controlling the whole thing. So I'm going to be looking at pretty much the layout today. I don't even know if the schematic is fully hooked up. Like here, you only have the VBAT vehicle, ground, and CAN. It could be enough. I'll take a look over this later, but for now, we'll take a look at the layout. So, pretty inexperienced with this tool, the Easy EDA tools. So, just gonna go ahead and start to figure it out. So, how do we want to connect this? Yeah, here. Yeah, I'll just try to do a route. How many layers do we have? We got. Yeah. Top side, bottom side. Okay. Inner side. Do we have a... Okay, so this is a 4-layer board. Gotcha. Okay, this is going to be our ground layer, I suppose. Right, this ground. Copper ground, yeah. It's your copper pour. Alright. Probably want to route this on... so here we got a copper port too. What's going on here? Alright, this, what is this? ESP32, USB-D. Alright, this is going to be a diff pair, so this is not good. The way it's routed, just, you're going to have some serious discontinuities this way. Or reflections, rather. What is this? Why do we have? What are these components? Where's this USB line? Alright, here we go. This guy, okay, it's 2 diodes, it seems. So we need to make this better. Alright. How do I move components? I want to move this component. How do I do this? Do I just move? Is that it? Am I going to have to redo the copper port here? Yeah, this is obviously a... Alright. How do I rebuild copper region? Does it just do it? Yeah, it does. Okay. Similar to KiCad, I think. Alright. First of all, let's rotate this. How do I rotate? edit. Where's the rotate? Here we go, rotate. Space. Space is the shortcut I need. I wish I could hide this. I don't want this here. Copper region. Hide copper. Yeah, there we go. There we go. This is much better. Maybe to focus, right, on the design. Okay, delete this. All right, let's route this. So this goes here, this goes here. All right, I wonder if we can do differential pair routing. Okay. All right, I'm going to need to look at the stack up in order to really understand how to control my impedance, but let's just give it a shot. Yeah. Okay. Maybe we can get this closer. Or you know what we can do? We can just rotate this, maybe. No, but there's a what is this? Do we have something in the way here? If we go to layer. No, I don't want all that. I just want top. This one. Okay. Inner. Where is this going? Is there a route to it? I'm going to move this out of the way. All right. What is this? Does this have a route? This is a connector, so we're stuck with that. I want to do this, and then this one as well. It would be kind of hard though. Can we do the diff pair routing again? Route. Okay, Alt D is it. Yeah, like that. We'll try to separate this out a little better. Maybe I can put this on the back side and just via down. I might introduce some stubs though. I also don't know if we can have via in pads. Doesn't seem like we can. All right. Let's here. All right, let's delete this. Delete this. I want some separation here for some clearance for these guys, but the issue I'm seeing is that I don't think we can do via in pad. All right, can I place a via? Oh, V. Yeah, there's no way. Why is it lagging? All right, yeah. So if that's the case, then the way we're gonna want to do this is have it like this, so that way the routes can just sort of touch through these guys, and then we can have the vias over here. So let's do differential pair. Yep. Let's try to center these. All right, we'll do this again. Alt D, bam, bam. Doesn't look too bad. I wish we could center these better. Yeah, I want these to be as symmetric as possible. Diff pair routing kind of sucks, but these are pretty important lines. All right, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Okay, so then from there we can continue from these pads to some vias. Can I do that and then Alt V? Something like that would be pretty good. Where are these even going? Oh, okay. If they're going here, we can just do it all on this layer. So let's get rid of these. Get rid of, yeah. I'm going to get rid of all this. Power can be routed later. USB is pretty important. Can it even go here? Why am I allowed to do this? This shouldn't be allowed, where you just put a component in the middle of a of an IC. What? What? Yeah, that's no bueno. But I'm gonna put this on the outside here. Yeah. All these I'm gonna be moving away from here. All of this is gonna be dedicated to diff pair routing because it's just more important. Okay. Beautiful. I think this is gonna be good. It looks fine, I think, but I wonder what the skew is. All right, length 14.2 millimeters, 14.863. Maybe we can get some meanders going. All right, which one was 14.2, 14.863? All right, so this was the shorter one. Let's see if we can put in a meander. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Okay. What's the rule? How do I put this rule in? How do I do this? Route equal length tuning. Differential pair equal length tuning. Please select the starting point for track tunning. Okay, I'm going to set it from hello. Lag. Alright, I'm going to actually do it from here. Okay. I'm going to do 0.2 millimeters. Please select a starting point. I'm going to select here. How do I do this? Till about here. What? I'm going to do here. All right. I'm going to look this up. Easy EDA differential pair tuning. All right, Easy EDA provides tools for differential pair tuning. This involves using the track length tuning, enable length tuning, choose the traces you want, set parameters, adjust cross cursor to adjust the trace length by moving the mouse, equal length groups. All right. I assume that you do this after the fact, that you're routing. Okay. Differential pair. Waiting for the starting point. Okay. Click tab or you can adjust the long adjustment attribute box. All right, I click tab. Follow rule. Oh, I don't want to do that. I want to do equal line. I don't want to. Oh, this is not what I want. No, I want these two lines to be the same. Yeah, so route. This is probably the one I want. All right, Shift A. Didn't do anything. Route. Shift A. What? Oh my God. All right, if I do it for here, all right, let's just, what is the length of this? 14.863, and that's what I want to match with this one. So if I do this, all right, we are going to follow this rule setting, net pair. Okay, confirm, whatever. I don't want this. I want like 0.1. Well, let's give this a shot. Is this going to do anything? Whatever. I'm just going to leave it. Whatever. I'm done. I'm done. It looks pretty fine, in all honesty, but it's pissing me off. At some point, I'm going to have to figure out how to do this, but not today, it seems. Not today. All right, so that's that. Yeah, you want this high-speed line to be as beautiful as possible. Here, let's see. How are we doing here? Okay, nobody's watching, but that's okay. I'm just working. Just working. Here. Let's bring this guy. Where's this going? Is this going anywhere? Layer. Oh, that's what it does. Okay, that just highlights everything. Just want the routes. Is this going anywhere? Where's this going? Maybe inner? Is there any route on the inner? Alright, maybe I can, Now I want to view the, what is it? The copper pores. How do I do that now? View. This it? Copper region? Yeah. Okay. Let's redo this. There we go. Rebuild copper region. Rebuild copper region. Yeah. It's wild that this doesn't have a placement outline. This IC. All right. Positive 5 volts. Where is this going? Where is this going? It should be going somewhere. This is going to be pretty important. This power input. Let's figure that one out. Is there are there net lines? Where's this going to? There's no way it's floating, is it? Don't tell me it's floating. VBAT vehicle. Oh, we're getting it from ODB. Right. All right, let's see. All right. All right, how's this getting there? Where's this going? It's got to go all the way over here. That's where the IC is, I gather. All right, now I don't want to look at the copper pore. Filter, copper regions. Okay. What is this? Component, silk screen. No, I don't want to be able to highlight that or select it rather. Okay. Where's this guy going? Here? Where? Is it on the other layer? I deleted this. Okay. Yeah, we'll just reroute this. Alt W, I think. Go from there back to here. Okay. Yeah, from here, this guy. Why is it going all the way out here? Like, honestly, these should be planes, but for now, we're just going to route them this way and deal with it later. Uh-oh, did not mean to do that. All right, where is this guy going? It's got to connect that to over here. It's just a pull up. Oh, what is this? IN. So that's an unnamed net, but it's just a series. So we're gonna push this to backside of the board. how do I select the component? Bottom layer. Yeah. Yeah, we can do, we can place on the backside, right? Is that possible? Or is everything on the top side? It looks like everything is on the top side. If I go here, yeah, let's get rid of everything. All right, why are these here? Yeah, everything's on the top side. I don't know what these are. What is this? 4-pin, ground, VBAT. Is this a connector? This guy? Yeah, that must be the connector. So why is this placed on the back side of the board? Excuse me. I think probably should be placing this on the top side with everything else. Right? I mean, only makes sense to me. Only makes sense to me. I'm gonna post something, see if someone cares. All right, I asked if this connector should be there or not, but it seems like literally everything else is on the top side, so I'm gonna keep this guy on the top side. All right. Well, now I want to see the rat lines. Rotate this guy. Bring it out over here. This should not be like that. All right, here we go. Alt W here to here. Doesn't need to be that big. How big is this line? 0.254. Okay. Tenth of an inch, I believe, is what that is. Why is there no DRC? Why am I routing on that layer? I don't want to route on that layer. I want to route on top layer. There we go. Okay. Yeah, then we got to bring it out over here. You know what I could do? I could just have the resistor, the series up here. From there, it just goes down and around. Picks it off of this guy. Like it's got to go down anyway over here. So let's just do that. instead. Either that or we just put it near there. What is this component? What is this doing? It's a 0 ohm jumper from the level shifter. Who's driving who? It doesn't really matter at this point. Just optimize the layout, I think. What is going on here? If I can put this up here, that would probably be pretty good. Yeah, just have these parallel. Yeah, I know. Just do that. Go from there to there. It's too thick. 0.2 millimeters. Let's do a 0.2 millimeter. Why not? Let's see if I can do it now. Yep. Okay. Where are you going? So both of these guys are going all the way over here. So let's looks like to me that he's trying to keep the inner layers to be ground and power, so we're gonna have to just route this on top and bottom layers. So let's yeah, let's do that. Yeah, we'll just route this on to bottom layers. All right, can I do Alt V? Oh, so I can do via InPad. Huh. And then Alt V. This is a crazy route. It's a crazy route. I'm gonna place it there. And now that that's locked in, maybe it's better. And then can I do via InPad here? Nope, that wasn't it. Oh, come on. Oh, and then I do it here, and then Alt V. Bam, done. Okay, this one is going to the one below. It should be okay, I think. Let's undo that, whatever I just did. I don't know why this is giving me a DRC. This isn't even connected to anything. Let's delete this. I have to get rid of this top layer. Delete this. Okay. Can tidy this up a little. Come on. Can I not select you? Is that what's happening? Come on. Are you kidding me? What is this? Why is this here? Why can't I select anything? Route Alt W. Here we go. Okay. Yeah. Alright, let's just redo this. 3D shell. There's no way this via can be there. There's no way, right? Okay, let's do this. Nope. I want to route on the bottom. Yeah, there's just got to be no way. I want to route on layer 1. Okay. All right. Do the same thing here. All right, let's see if I can do this just through here. And Alt V. Nope. Bam. Bam. Then Alt V. And then we go over here. I want to be up. Sort of want to follow this guy, honestly. Yeah, I'm going to follow this guy and then come back down over here. And then via in. Yeah. Okay. Oh, he responded, so yeah. That 4 pin should be there. It's just going to DNP it. All right. All right, I think we're PCB Design vlog still doing good. Stream still doing good. Okay. Let's see. Got that down. Where's this supposed to go? This can. Yeah, so I think this needs to be differentially routed as well. These can signals. So, all right. How are we gonna do this? Actually, don't really need to be differentially routed, probably. I think what needs to happen is that they sort of have to be length matched a little bit, but not differentially. Even so, maybe not. Yeah, probably not. This would be better if this thing was rotated, honestly. Honestly, if we're being honest here, this needs to be rotated. That's a lot better. Right. All right, route, differential pair, confirm. All right. Route, differential pair. Starting with can high. Yes. Positive net, negative net, can L. Apply. Okay, if I do this, then we're going to hit it over here. Very good. And from there, now we have a better shot to our pins, but now they're crossed. Are they crossed? Yeah, they're crossed, but it doesn't really matter because they're not supposed to be differential anyway. So here. Let's just route this guy to here, drop in via do you want to drop in a via there? Hold on. We could go past this. This is probably a better idea. Go past here and then drop in vias to go up after there, after we clear these guys. So let's do that. delete this via. And come on, Alt W this guy. We can probably just get rid of this. Okay. All right, let's just do that. Go around here, then over here, drop in a via. Nope. Forgot. I need to like click. All right. Here we'll drop in a via. From there, just bring it out over here. Get ourselves a nice little route. Yeah, that's gonna work. So drop it here, and then just we can do better. Yeah, there you go. All right, that's that. Move on to txtcan. Do the same thing. I think we're gonna bring it up and get it pretty close. Why do we have vias here? Are they hitting a plane? No. No, they're not. What are they doing there? Can I get rid of them? I think I'm just going to get rid of these vias. I don't need them. Yeah, that way it's going to be better for us to route. This, what is this doing over here? Yeah. It's just going to be better to route. What is this? What is this doing here? Is that a test point? Is that what that is? Yeah, it's got to be a test point. All right. Let's route this guy. Get it to the same spot, I think. Do we want to do that? Maybe we come around back here. This is probably going to be better. Because we got to go above, right? Yeah, this is going to be better. Okay, yeah, that's what we're going to do. Let's move. If we're going to do that, then we might as well move this via out of the way. Give a space for this guy to come in. Drop a via. Come up to a similar spot. And connect right there. Let's get rid of this guy. I want to move. I want to alter this trace. There's got to be a better way of doing this. No, I want to delete this segment. And this segment, go from there to there. Okay, beautiful. Can bring this closer to here. Bring it closer. That way, things are just a little more efficient. Look at that. This can move, and now we're good. Okay. Okay. I'm going to delete this and reroute it from here to there. No, I want it to come up and come in that way. Yeah. All right. I don't like this. This should not be so. Yeah, there we go. Let's bring this into there. Can we bring it out that way? Yeah. That looks better. Okay. Looks pretty good. Looking pretty good. What is this guy? Where's this guy going? Okay, okay. This guy is going there. It's going to want to come around here. Well, okay. Really, it's going to want to come all the way around there. But we have these guys in the way. So what we can do is we can get rid of this, get rid of this, bring this via up there. We can get these vias and place them here, hereabouts. Maybe. The thing is that this is going to get complicated to the point where we're going to have to put in so many vias in order to get anywhere. It might be better to focus on, like, you know, the differential pairs that we need to do and just route those first. For all these other GPIOs, we might just want to have Manhattan routing where one layer is dedicated to more horizontal routing and one layer is dedicated to vertical routing. That might be where what we want to do actually. All right, I'm gonna have to think about this. Yeah, because this is getting a mess. It's a mess. Everything's going every which way. I don't like this at all. Yeah, I think we need to focus on the diff pairs first. Then everything else is going to be horizontal, vertical, all the GPIOs. And then maybe we can worry about ground and power planes after that, but yeah, this is just a nightmare. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. All right. Let's see. What are the... All right. What is this guy? ESP32 TXD. Let's try to find these nets. Well, we can just look at the ESP32 pin 37. Is this the ESP32? No. Okay, so these guys are going there. These look like it needs to be diff pair routed, so let's focus on that. What are these guys? Why? Is it interrupt signals? They don't need diff pairs. Okay. Okay. Got a straight shot for that. So there's going to be these little segments where you're going to need diff pair routing and just straight on, but for the most part, we can just take that hit in terms of layout area. No, I want differential pair routing. Yeah. ESP32 RXD0. So let's bring it down a little first and then like that. Okay, that looks fine. All right, what other diff pairs do we have? ESP32TX1, RX1. These aren't diff pairs per se, but they're like, they're probably should not be routed as diff pairs, honestly. Like, where is this going? Yeah, modem RXD, modem TXD. I don't know. Just gonna keep it like this. Like, I'm gonna do the initial one as diff pairs because maybe they want to be length matched, but I'm gonna separate them a little bit. That's probably gonna be better. No, I want it. Yeah, like that. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna route these guys. I'm going to save this. Is there a list of the diff pairs? Can I get rid of them? Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this. What? Like, these are actual diff pairs to USB. But these guys, I don't think. I'm gonna look up this data sheet for CAN for this guy. I'm gonna get rid of them first though. Apply. Confirm. So, like, yeah, that means that we can just make this better. What is going on here? What? What is this? What is this? Oh, oh, that looks so bad. Looks so bad. What? What? Yeah, this needs to be fixed. Why are there two? What? Are these supposed to be duplicated? Modem USB D minus D plus. What? What is this? What is going on? USB-C 2. Aren't these supposed to be two different diff pairs? I'm gonna look up USB-C 2 connector pin out. No, not USB. I'm gonna do. Yeah, I don't think he wanted it routed like this. I think uh, so the D pluses are supposed to be together? What? Is that true? They supposed to just be together? For USB-C, should the two diff pairs be connected? Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. Pretty much what it's saying is you just short these guys together. Um, so if that's the case, then it's just funky. Like, I'm gonna want to put it through there. How would I do this? So, all right. B6 and B7 are the diff pair, and A6 and A7 is another diff pair. I'm gonna want to just one of these go this way, but I want them to be pretty equal in length. So, like, I want to do this. Maybe I just do this. Do something similar for this guy. Just go down. All right, let's try it again. I want this to be symmetric somehow. Like go to here, maybe. Yeah, I'm just gonna bring this out front here. Yeah, come out here, Alt V down. Come across, another Alt V, and then just connect it to it there. Something like that. I'm going to try to replicate that over here as well. Yeah, where this guy goes down to the right over here, kinda. Bam. Goes over a couple spots, then over. Sort of over here. Alt V. And then it comes in like this. Okay. This, I might be able to just bring it down. Delete this. Alt W from there to there. Yeah, like that. So I'm going to do it. Why is this so funky? Something like that. Something like that. Okay. Now this guy is going to want to come over here. Same thing with this guy. This is going to have to get deleted. Nope. I'm going to delete that for now. Delete this one for now as well. Alt D. Okay, this is going to go here. No. No. This is D plus, this is D minus. Okay, so that means we need to switch. We need to swap these. Yeah, there we go. Something like that. And we can bring this closer probably. Get rid of this again. Okay. This one needs to come over. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And these guys go over here. Yeah, that looks pretty okay. Let's bring this up a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna bring you. We're gonna actually bring you out this way. You're also gonna come down one. That way we just get a little more space to do something like this. I want you to come in. Yeah, that's what I want. And that's what I'm going to do there. Yeah. Okay. 13.588 millimeters? Oh, that's the whole thing. What's the, how much space do I have? 3.5 millimeters. 0.94. Ooh. Well, that's including, yeah, so just the main one here is 0.5, or it's 0.6. 0.6. So that's 1.2 plus this. So we're pretty much at the edge of the spec. I think we're fine. And they're symmetric, so sort of what counts as well. All right, let's check out the stream. How long have I been doing this? An hour? All right, I'm gonna call that a wrap for now. I hope you all enjoyed. I know I don't think there was anyone watching, but in case there's any future viewers of this video, because I think it gets saved on YouTube. So, yeah, I'll leave it at that. All right, thanks guys. Goodbye.